We need, in the Congress Party, to remember our history, to articulate what we stand for. We must be the party that gives voice to the voiceless. We must be the party, as Rahul Gandhi ji reminded us today, that represents all Indians.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Dr. Shashi Tharoor? A charming figure whose impeccable and articulate English has even got the attention of Gen Zs and millennials. A celebrated author, a former diplomat, and a veteran parliamentarian. That Dr. Tharoor is a congressman, a Congress leader, features pretty low on that list. But why are we talking about him today? Apparently all is not well between Dr. Tharoor and the Congress High Command. The four-time MP from Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala has been in the news recently for his comments. His praise for the Kerala government led by Pinaryi Vijayan and even Prime Minister Modi has not gone down well too within the party. Tharoor also has ambitions to be the Chief Minister of Kerala if the Congress wins the 2026 state elections, something which the Congress state unit does not approve of. There are also speculations that Tharoor feels sidelined in the Congress party. He wants clarity on his role, but the Congress top brass is not too pleased with Tharoor's actions and his grievances are yet to be resolved. When asked about this rift, he told reporters to watch the India-Pakistan match in the Champions Trophy instead. In a separate interview, he also had a message for the Congress party, raising question on what Tharoor may do next. Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chohan. Let's get started. Now let's look at what has happened in the last few days alone just to understand this rift between Tharoor and Congress. Dr. Tharoor wrote an opinion piece for the New Indian Express on the 14th of Feb. The headline of this article is Changing Kerala, Lumbering Jumbo to Lights Tiger. In the article, Dr. Tharoor praised the state government for success in the startup sector. He appreciated the state's success in establishing over 290,000 MSMEs since 2022. He said the government's Year of Enterprises initiative had benefited women and transgender entrepreneurs. He also pointed out that God's own country, which is Kerala, was no more the devil's own playground for business and the state had reasons to celebrate. Now, Kerala is ruled by the Left Democratic Front or LDF. Pinaryi Vijayan of the Communist Party of India Marxist is the Chief Minister. Congress, which heads the United Democratic Front, is in the opposition. So Tharoor's praise for the Kerala government drew the party's ire. Congress leader and Kerala Assembly Leader of Opposition V.D. Satheesan questioned the basis for Tharoor's article. Other Kerala Congress leaders also slammed Tharoor for deviating from the party line. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal too sought to know the context behind Tharoor's statements. The MP from Thiruvananthapuram, of course, defended his comments, saying they were based on facts and figures, as well as the Global Startup Ecosystem Report and Kerala's performance. The Vijayan government, as expected, praised Dr. Tharoor for his remarks. So that was one controversy. The next controversy involving Dr. Tharoor came almost the very same day. He praised the outcome of Prime Minister Modi's meeting with US President Donald Trump and called it encouraging. Dr. Tharoor also praised Trump, calling Prime Minister Modi a tough negotiator. Here's what Dr. Tharoor said. To hear a man like Donald Trump, whose defense secretary called him the greatest negotiator in the world, announcing that the Indian Prime Minister was a better negotiator than he was, that sounds like something Mr. Modi can put in the bank. That sounds very good. Again, outrage followed. Dr. Tharoor clarified that his comments were driven by India's national interest than political considerations. He said one can't always speak in terms of party interest. Then, a few days later, Dr. Tharoor's remarks again made news. This one had to do with his home state of Kerala and the Congress's fortunes there. In a podcast with Indian Express Malayalam, he urged Congress to expand its base in Kerala, attract new voters, and also highlighted the absence of a leader in the party's state unit. The 67-year-old leader said that other leaders in the Congress backed him for his views or on his views about the lack of leadership in the Kerala Congress. He claimed there were opinion polls conducted by independent organizations that showed him, that's Dr. Tharoor, being ahead of others in the leadership stakes in the state. Dr. Tharoor warned if the Congress did not expand its appeal, it would be sitting again in the opposition for the third consecutive time in Kerala. Now, assembly polls in Kerala are scheduled for 2026. But it was this remark that actually set tongues wagging. If the party wants to use that, I will be there for the party. If not, I have my own things to do. You should not think that I have no other option. I have my books, speeches, invitations from across the world to give a talk. Now, many twisted the first half of the remark to conclude that Tharoor will quit, although there is nothing concrete to say the same as of now. In the same podcast, though, he dismissed talks of switching political parties. But Tharoor's open criticism of Kerala's or the Congress unit in Kerala and the so-called deviation from the party line is what's irking Congress leader. So it's in that context that Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi invited Tharoor for a meeting on Wednesday. During the meeting, Shashi Tharoor reportedly raised several grievances with Mr. Gandhi. Dr. Tharoor, for starters, wanted clarity on his role in the party. He is also believed to have expressed dissatisfaction over being sidelined in the Congress, exclusion in major parliamentary debates, and his removal as Chief of All India Professionals Congress. To this, Rahul Gandhi is believed to have had no answer. The Times of India reported that Tharoor also asked Mr. Gandhi whether the party wanted him to focus on state politics instead. But Rahul Gandhi is believed to have remained non-committal. As for Tharoor's CM ambitions, Rahul Gandhi reportedly made it clear that the Congress party does not have a tradition of picking a CM face ahead of polls. Tharoor is believed to have been unhappy with Rahul Gandhi's non-committal and lack of clear responses. An indication of this was seen in Dr. Tharoor's post on social media platform X. He put out a quote by Thomas Gray that says, "Ignorance is bliss, and it's folly to be wise." Now, if you look at Dr. Tharoor's history in the Congress, he is not the conventional old leader who will just toe the party line for the sake of it. He has praised the Modi government as and when he deemed fit, and also criticized them in trademark Shashi Tharoor style, perhaps not as scathing as, say, Rahul Gandhi or other Congress leaders do, for instance. Within the party too, Dr. Tharoor has never shied away from expressing his views and taking his own stand. He was part of the G23 or the group of 23 leaders who wrote to the Congress top brass seeking reforms in the party back in 2020-2021. In 2022, he contested elections for Congress president against Mallikarjun Kharge, who was the unofficial pick of the Gandhis. Now, Tharoor's stance was that contesting elections was his democratic right, and he was right in exercising it. Eventually, of course, Kharge got 7,897 votes in the presidential contest, while Tharoor got just 1,072. But this approach of trying to carve a space for himself and not obey the party line in key matters has often landed him in trouble, or not the good books of some top leaders. As for his ambitions for Kerala Chief Minister, there is one question that is often skipped in this power politics tussle. Like, what has an individual done for the party to deserve that post? What has he or she done to get that post, which is the Chief Minister in this case? Now, those who admire Dr. Tharoor would point to the fact that there's nothing wrong with ambition. Many will even point to his electoral track record, and that's true. Dr. Tharoor is a veteran parliamentarian. He has won 4 Lok Sabha elections on the trot from Thiruvananthapuram. Now, one can argue that it's his popularity that is soaring in Trivandrum. But that's not entirely true. Now, Trivandrum as a seat has more to do with its composition and its preference for the Congress than only Dr. Tharoor's popularity and appeal. The Congress has won the seat 9 times since 1952, which is when the first Lok Sabha elections were held. Tharoor, out of these 9 times, has won 4. Out of the total 9 times, he has won 4 times. The other notable part about this seat that it is largely dominated by the Nair community. Like you have the Marathas in Maharashtra, which is a politically dominant community. You have the Nairs in Kerala. And Dr. Tharoor is from the Nair community. But so are most of the past winners from this seat. Like P.K. Vasudevan Nair of the CPIM, V.S. Sivakumar, K. Karunakaran of Congress, among others. So effectively, if you are a Congress leader from the Nair community, you do stand a very good chance to win from Trivandrum. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, another politician from the Nair community but from the BJP, did try and make inroads in that Nair vote bank. And it is seen in the winning margin of Dr. Tharoor, which reduced compared to 2019. So with a state unit that's not up for entertaining him in state politics and a non-committal high command at the moment, it will be very interesting to see how the ever-articulate Dr. Tharoor navigates this phase of his political career. That's all we have for this report. Do like and share this video, comment and let us know what your views are. And of course, subscribe to HW News English on YouTube for more such videos. Thanks for watching.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.